This podcast is brought to you by Most Valuable Podcasts, saving your day from boredom with the best podcasting entertainment.
Hello and welcome to episode 14 of Too Old to Game, the weekly gaming podcast where we talk to you about video games, and we're kind of old, so you know it all lines up logically. Don't ask any questions. I am your fear-filled host, Dave Oster, and I am joined today by the original manchild himself, Ricky Widmer.
What's up, guys?
We are unable to dub that means because Mark Webber is out. I wish he could be here. He wishes he could be here. But, you know, things don't line up every week for us, so the show must go on. You know, the show must go on.
That's what they say, at least.
Yeah.
The show must go on.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're here, we're talking, so like, the show is going on. There's no question in that. Today, we've got an awesome podcast for you. We're going to be talking a little bit about that Borderlands VR trailer that we saw, which looks amazing. I know it's not Borderlands 3. We'll talk about that being a smidge of a problem, too. We're going to talk about first impressions from, obviously, Assassin's Creed Odyssey. That's tough to say. Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Well, I keep wanting to say Assassin's Creed Origins, and I'm like, nope, that's the wrong game. That's the old one.
Yep, we got Odyssey. And then we'll wrap things up with something else that I've already forgotten about. But we'll get there.
We'll find something.
We'll get there, and it'll be great. But before we get into it, I do want to just do a quick bit of housekeeping and let you know, if you want to support us, if you want to be amazing, you can always hit us up on iTunes, rate our podcast, leave a comment if you love us. If you want to be even more amazing than, you know, anybody, really, because we haven't had anyone on the show. If you do join that $10 tier of Patreon, you can join us on any one of our shows, any topic. You pick, you choose, and we would love to talk to you and continue that conversation like we do in the comments section. But let's get things rolling. We're going to go to the Assassin's Creed one first, because I think that one is it's most in my mind right now, because I've watched a lot of people play the game. I'm a huge Twitch guy. I watched them play, probably put in about 25 hours viewing. I think the game looks pretty stunning, but obviously there's a lot of pushback out there about some bugs, you know, breaking the game, you know, maybe bringing it down. But Ricky, you are fresh on this game. You have just picked it up.
I picked it up on Sunday after Johnny and I did the Rick and Johnny podcast, and I'm about 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours into the game.
So we got a first impression here.
I'm kind of still fresh, but the first thing, and I'm looking for an answer now, is the very first thing that I noticed was, spoilers, by the way, for early on in the game. You start off 300. Like, that to me was like, I see Leonidas, and I was like, is this 300? Like, this is 300, isn't it? And the voice actor that they have, I don't know if it is. I doubt it is, but he's got a little Gerard Butler in his voice, or at least to me, because that's the Leonidas that I always know.
Yeah.
But it's like you get to play as Leonidas, and then you get a choice. Who do you want to play as, Alexios or Cassandra? And at first I was like, well, everything I've seen in like the promos and stuff has been Cassandra. So I'm like, is Cassandra the one I want to play with? Because it's the first time we get to choose to
play a woman.
But I was like, I'm a guy. I'm going to choose the guy. And I immediately was like, wait a second. I'm going to make choices that affect my story. Was this the first one? Was this the first?
You done fucked up already,
like,
out the gates.
Was this the first, like, spider web that you could? And I'm looking here in an article from Forbes, and they say Cassandra and Alexios are siblings, and regardless of which one you pick, both will play a role in your game. A game, I should add, that's filled with choices that will shape your playthrough and your ending without spoiling anything.
Yeah, this game's basically my nightmare, because
you hate making choices.
I can't make choices. Are you kidding me? And this entire game is nothing but choice making. You're there, you've got to handle situations, a million different situations, ranging from little to no consequence to game-changing consequences. And I don't know, I think my playthrough would probably be about 100 hours, because I just sit there like, well, let me try to figure out like what could go wrong if I do this action. So I enjoy watching this game. I'm more of the like, let me sit back. It's like an extended movie. I get to learn more, I get to view more, and I get to be kind of objective on the outside a little, you know, but it's not quite the same experience as living through these characters.
I am already regretting my decision.
The
reason why is I'm reading this Forbes article.
You're cheating.
And I wanna read this in case you haven't made the choice yet. They said, what I can say is that I vastly prefer Cassandra to Alexios, purely in terms of performance. There's nothing wrong with Alexios, but Cassandra just feels more natural. I see that and go, I have made the wrong decision already.
You're going back to start?
Although I don't I don't hate Alexios.
Yeah.
It's just like, and they go on and they say, well, actually, like when you look at a character for so long, of course you're going to like them better.
Right.
Because that's who you're playing as. I love the choices though. I love it because there was one part where it's like, all right, I got to go talk to this guy to get my money.
Yeah.
And I had to make a choice. Do I just effing just kill him? Or do it's like, hey, I'm just going to break your stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I decided to break his stuff because I'm trying to go into that nice route.
Yeah. Be the nice guy and just break his shit.
There's also one where it actually added an extra mission to me. So I was in this mission where I had to go into this cave because this guy thinks it's like, oh, Greek gods are controlling the caves, and I don't want Zeus to have me on his bad side. Well, you find out it's bandits. You go in there, you kill the bandits. And as you're coming out, there's a statue of Hermes.
Yep.
I think it's Hermes. And this lady is praying to it. And you can hear her praying.
Yeah.
And your character like gets up to the opening behind the statue to where she can't hear you. And you have a choice. Either ... you do nothing. Or you talk as Hermes. Where basically you're like, well, yes, I do hear your prayers. And I chose that one.
Oh my God.
I'm like, of course I'm
You're
going
impersonating
to.
a god.
Yes, I'm impersonating a god. Where he goes, and Alexios' character's like, well, go off and let fate take over now. Go home and I have heard your prayer. And basically what he does is he goes, hey, you know what? This gold that I just stole, it's like douche me or whatever it's called. Whatever it is. It's money, it's gold, whatever the currency is. He basically says, what I just took from these bandits, I can give to her. So it opened up a new mission where I have to go to her house, which this is the weird part. She's outside of her house. Yeah. And I just walk up, look at her broken cart, go over, look into her thing, and then place it in some chest. And I'm like, she just saw me. You don't think she'd ask like, hey, who are you walking up to my house and around my house? What are you doing? But I mean, I do like the choices. Like there are some where it's like I had to pick up some spear for a lady. Yeah. And I'm hoping she's going to help me out later because one of the choices you can make is like, hey, I'm just like, where's my reward? Right. Where is it? Or you can say like, nah, it's cool. I said, nah, it's cool.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to be
Again,
nice.
you're trying to be the nice guy.
And she was like, well, oh, thank you. Like, if you have anyone that's ever needs help, I'll remember this. And I'm thinking like, ooh, I'm going to need her later in the game. And this
Fingers
could maybe help me out here. There's also another one where it's like, well, did you come back with the spear or did you come back with the necklace? And you can choose to be like, nope, didn't find it. Sorry, I didn't find it. And then you could just pocket it and keep it for yourself. So it's like, for me, it's what I'm naturally a nicer guy. Yeah. So like, it's hard for me to choose the bad ones.
No, I totally understand. And it's your right to play the game any way you want to.
I want to so bad.
It's a choose your own adventure guy.
The only time I did a bad one was I came across a village. Yep. And I guess a plague had been spread past it. Yeah. And there were these priests, and they were like, well, we killed everyone. We burnt the city down. Of course. And we've got this last family here, and we're going to kill them because they are sick to save the island. We need to kill this one family. And I'm like, yeah, not going to happen, bro. Not going to happen, brother. And then I just sliced them up, killed them, went back to the family, and did the whole nice guy. They're like, hey, we don't have much money. Here it is. I'm like, nah, you keep it. You're going to get out of here. It's cool.
So basically, you're rolling around with no drachma. By the way, it's pronounced drachma.
Drachma, that's what it is. I have some, but it's like not a ton. Yeah. Also, the one thing I did not know that is terrifying as all shit was they have mercenaries. Yeah. That like, oh, so the Cyclops has hired a mercenary to kill me. Oh. I thought he just stayed in one zone. Like, oh, he's going to be over in this zone. Yeah. And then I got done with a mission, and I'm like, holy shit, there he is. And he just bowed me.
He just showed up and...
Yeah, he was just, he just patrols the entire island looking for you because he's trying to hunt you to kill you. Yeah. Because that's what he's paid to do. I don't know why I didn't think of that, but
I'd say it sort of makes sense.
I was like, oh, I'm only one level lower than him. I can kill him. And I went to fight him, and I was like, nope, gotta run, and had to run, hide, wait for him to like, all right, he went that way, and then I just ran the other way. Like, that part was kind of cool.
That seems pretty fun. Now, as far as difficulty-wise, I know going into it, I kind of given you the, like, push and, like, no, bump it up one notch. Like,
Which I did.
How you feeling? Have you died a lot, or?
I haven't died at all.
So far, so good?
mercenary was my closest. I was at, like, 10% before I'm like, nope, not going to die. I was like, I don't want to die. I don't want to die yet. I want to run away because I don't want to experience what the respawn is.
I like it.
But, like, for me... it doesn't. I'm still very early. I'm like level. I just hit 5 before I came to the podcast, so I'm not that far into it.
Got it.
To where, of course, right now it's going to be like, yeah, it's no problem. Like killing enemies are no problem. But I'm going more into you have the hunter tree, which is more bow and arrow.
Yep.
You have your melee, which is more hack and slash.
I like how this is hack and slash.
Well, you have 2 knives.
Yeah, but you're doing this. It's like, do you fight like this? Do you
kind of.
You run at people and be like, yeah.
You go out and then you come back in. I have gone right now more into the assassin tree.
Okay. So
I like
the stealthy kills?
I like hiding in the bushes. I press down on the D-pad to do like a and they come by and then I just hit triangle and you're dead. Kind of a thing.
Okay.
And then I sit in the bushes and I go, all right, I'm going to use my bow and arrow, headshot. Or like I have this like special superpower one that I can zoom in on.
So you feel a little Metal Gear Solid-y on it?
Very much so. I have not, besides the Leonidas at the beginning, haven't actually had hand-to-hand combat. It's all been assassination kills and long-range kills.
I like it. It's a fun play style to do, though. A couple of people I watched were entirely that way, and you get through the majority of the game doing that.
Well, this is also I'm going to say my first true dive into Assassin's Creed.
Oh, really? I thought...
Because I attempted to play the first one.
Yeah.
Got like maybe 20 minutes in and was like, nah, this ain't for me. But this was
to be fair, the first game you literally it was all story up front while you were going into the machine. I can't remember the machine name off the top of my head.
It was right after you got
Animus?
out of the machine.
The
Something
Animus.
like that, yeah.
And you basically are following someone around a city, and that's all you do. And it's the most boring thing in the world.
I was like, nope, done with this.
Yeah. It needs time to breathe. But this game, like, combat-wise...
I love it. It's not like... The combat's a little chunky.
Okay.
It's not super fluid. Yeah. The best thing about it is the graphics are beautiful. The world is beautiful. The world is huge.
It's huge,
I'm just on this one island right now. I have not gotten on the ships yet. I have not naval battled it.
Yeah.
I have not gone to... I looked on the map kind of like, ooh, okay, this is Spartan controlled. This is Athenian controlled.
Got a little bit going on.
It looks like a huge map that is kind of daunting at first, but I can't wait to dive into this more so and kind of waste many, 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 many hours of my life. Because I didn't just get the $60 version.
Of course not.
I went all in, got I think it's called the Gold Edition, so you get the season passes
It's
as well.
freaking ridiculous, because
why not?
We all know the game's going to be put down in a couple weeks anyway. It's not going to last. I think the running joke right now that I've heard on Donkey, I've heard on, you said you heard on what, Game with Greggy?
Yeah.
Like, it's the game out there that's coming is Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah.
Like, if you want an open world game.
Greg Miller he was the one where he's like, hey, you know what? This is great, but he's like, I told my wife I'm getting that, because he's lucky enough to get game codes.
I wish.
One day we will get there, but
I like how we both say, one day.
One day. That's my goal, man, is to get freaking game codes.
Movie invites,
I mean, he's like, I already told my wife, once I get that Red Dead code, you're not going to talk to me much because I'm going to be playing Red Dead.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's I get the timing. They definitely struck when it was necessary, but you know, it's an interesting slot because we're coming off of the high of Spider-Man, which was a fantastic, like, world-breaking release. It was huge. It had an entire PlayStation 4 dedicated to it. PS4 Pro, let me rephrase that. It had a PS4 Pro, like, skinned for it. I mean, it hit everything. Everyone loves it. And you were saying it's the best game you ever played.
Still, at this point, I would say at this point, it's still my game of the year.
Yeah, I mean, and early on in this game, I know it's apples and oranges, so I don't want to ask you to compare them, but I want to say from, like, how easy is it to get lost in the story?
You know what? I haven't played, like, I'm the type of person right now where I did some story missions, and now it's like, okay, let me do some side missions. Let me just get lost in these side missions. Because I didn't want it to be like, the guy I was buying the game from at Target, he was like, yeah, he's like, I got very into like, oh, I'm just going to do story. And then he's like, yeah, I tried this one where it's like, usually in like an RPG, you're like, I'm 5, it's a level 6. It's no, like, one level, what's that? And it's like, oh, this is for a level 6, but the guys in here are 2-3 levels higher than I am. And he's like, it was just, like, he's like, I have an ability that on someone the same level as me, one-shot assassination.
Right.
And he's like, it was like a little itty-bitty,
Sliver,
like 10% tick.
Yep.
And he's like, I couldn't do it. So with me, I'm going more into that where it's like, you know what? The story's going to be there.
Yep.
Let me do, some people may say chores, but like, it's an RPG. Like, it's like
experience the world.
It's kind of like and I do it every time. It's kind of like WoW.
Everything comes back to WoW.
However, it's not going to be as mindless as WoW, where it's like, story, there's one here. I don't care. You're not talking to me.
It's just telling me to kill 10 boars. It's telling me to go click on these 5 sacks of grain.
This one actually has, like, you're getting involved in this world and kind of building it around you.
No, I totally agree. I think everything I've seen has been fantastic. Minus the bugginess. Like, the horse is stupid.
The horse is not the greatest, but I haven't had the
climbing on terrain is tough. Climbing up and down terrain differences.
But they do have, if you do ask him about, there's 3 horses you can pick from.
Yeah.
There's one of the horses where he says, this one's better at climbing mountains and stuff.
Yeah.
That's paraphrased, obviously.
Yeah,
but
really?
Mountains and stuff. But it's like, that one I was like, I chose the warrior horse.
The warrior horse.
The warrior horse.
What's the warrior horse do?
It was a white horse and it looked cool. That's what I went with. And he said warrior horse, and I was like, hell yeah, I want that one.
We're crunching the numbers. We're maxing the DPS here. We got the warrior horse.
The warrior horse, man.
Ran the numbers. It's top DPS.
I ran by a wolf and just slashed it. I guess I can do that. I don't know if I can do that on the other horses.
Pretty dope.
Maybe I can do it on only the warrior horse.
Maybe.
There was something else I was going to say that the only thing that's, to me, the most annoying part is I get it because of where we are in history.
Right.
But I'm connected spiritually to this eagle.
Yep.
And
you toss up the eagle.
You toss up the eagle. However, to control the eagle is the most maddening thing in the world to me.
Really?
Like, I just want it to fly over here.
Watch where you're hiling over there.
Like over here. And like, I'm just like trying to turn it. And it's like, I'm going to do a nosedive. No, go up. And I want you to go this way. Where are you flying? And then it's like the boost. You go straight down. I haven't mastered the eagle yet.
Okay.
I'm not JD yet going, eagle.
Nice.
But
nice. You're also not Khabib.
No, I'm not. I'm not
jumping in the stands.
I'm not Khabibing it.
Oh my god!
But I mean, that is right now to me the most maddening part, if I could say maddening.
But I mean, like, it is useful for like seeing specific points that you need to go or objects.
You can see where things are. You can also see like that mercenary I talked about. Hey, where is he on the map?
Yeah. How close is he? Do I have to pay attention?
Avoid him.
Yep. Are you just avoiding them actively?
Right now, I was waiting until... So, I fought him at 4 because he was right there.
Right.
And he was too hard.
Yeah.
I'm starting to think, is he going to be too hard at 5?
I don't know. You have to see.
Do I try it or do I wait till 6? I probably
Test your might.
Yeah, I'll probably try him sooner rather than later because I am level 5 now. And I did gain that extra ability in my talent
trait. I just got the
trait.
Mortal Kombat theme stuck in my head. Test your might. No, that's awesome. So far, so good. It seems like you're digging the game a lot.
I am. No, I am.
I enjoyed what I've seen. I think people are overreacting.
Dave's more of a watcher.
With this game, yes, because I told you, it has options. The whole game is of choices. A game of choices is not a game for Dave. Like, let me play. Let me be invested in the character and give me a great storyline, and that's all I really want. There's multiplayer, bonus.
Like, there was a choice way early in the game that just popped into my head. This is the only one I regretted besides the male-female dilemma. So you open the game as Alexios, spoilers of course, and these thugs that are like working for the Cyclops attack you.
Yep.
And you have to defend yourself. And I thought I was just killing them. Like, okay, they're done.
Yep.
But then the cutscene after that happens, you get to choose like, all right, do I assassinate them and kill them? Or do I basically do tell the Cyclops the other messes with me again that next time you're dead? Mm-hmm. I chose the second one. And right after I did it, I was like, I should have slit their throat, shouldn't I?
Should have murdered them.
I just should have. Because then the mercenary thing comes and I was like, oh, does he still send the mercenary if I slit his guys' throats because they can't go and talk to him?
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah. You know
I should. That was one where I'm like, I should have just slit their throats for trying to kill me.
Entirely possible.
I don't even know if that's what Alexios would do, but that's what I would have done.
Well, you are Alexios, so
if I would have. No, but if it's like a cutscene where it's like that triggers it. But I mean. That's the only one I regret. I should have killed them. They came to kill me, so why did I let them off easy?
I completely agree with you. I would play that game ruthlessly. I would murder everything. That's what video games are
Where's
for.
my money? Dead.
Where's my money, bitch?
I'm not gonna break your stuff. I'm just gonna kill you and take what I want.
My answer is where's my money? And if I wasn't getting money, then you're dying. Like it's a video game. Come on.
Where's my money?
Come on. Especially a game like Assassin's Creed. I'm there to assassinate people.
Assassinate.
Oh my
Assassinate.
You want to hear some really terrible music from the mid 2000s? This guy did WoW parodies.
And NYM Nim.
I think it's Nim. Yeah, he did a couple of WoW YouTube video parodies. Assassinate was one. Mage was another, like MAGE. Yeah, he was talented.
Amber is the color of my energy bar.
Yeah, the 311 cover, which I didn't really love, but I really liked 311, so I
like this song.
Yeah,
and you're a rogue, so you kind of dug it.
It worked. But yeah. That's our WoW toss in again. We got 2 already. Jesus, get the WoW counter going in the corner. But moving on, like I want to wrap up Assassin's Creed. Basically, you're a couple hours in. You already regret picking the dude. Are you gonna flip, or are you gonna play through?
I'm gonna play through.
You're gonna play through? Okay.
If I do, like,
because you're early enough.
I'm not gonna flip.
Okay.
I'm not, because the thing is that I didn't tell them, but I told you beforehand, and I'm gonna tell them. I walked into Target with Assassin's Creed on the mind.
Yep.
Like regular Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Yep. That's all I'm going to get. Then I saw Mega Man 11, and I was like, oh, damn. I was like, wait, is that really out already?
Yep.
Looked at my phone while I'm looking for Assassin's Creed, and I was like, oh, that did come out 2 days ago. I'm like, that's only $40. I got to get that as well. Then I saw God of War, and I was like, Dave told me I got like
that gameplay.
Dave was saying
storyline. It's close to home.
I'm like, I gotta pick this one up too. Then as he's going, he's like, which Assassin's Creed? I looked because I had already looked at it before, and I was like, let's go with the gold edition. Let's do $40 extra,
right?
And I get the entire season's pass.
Yeah, but I don't know. Season's passes to me are like fool's gold. It's like buying the full warranty, the 10-year warranty on a car. Like, it's not worth it. They're getting you. You're getting the undercarriage coverage. Like, who does that? Like, I don't know. I've never played a game
Blame Call of Duty.
Look, I've never played a game through for the entire season pass except one. Except one. One game I've played all
Diablo?
No.
Do they have season passes?
They don't. Well, not on the
Is this
PC.
computer or PlayStation?
No, PlayStation. Come on, we're Borderlands 2.
Oh, that's
We're about to talk about it. But it's Borderlands 2.
That's right.
One of the only games where all the content is good content.
The season
initial
pass stuff. Yeah.
I bought for PC, and then I bought it again on PS4 because I really enjoy the game.
Because I was playing PlayStation, you're like, dude, we gotta play. You were like, holy crap, you've got it?
I didn't realize you had it, and then I made you go out and buy the.
Because I bought it and then I didn't play it.
No, you're being a jerk about it. Like, it's a great game. And
I didn't say it was a bad game.
No, I'm angry at you for not playing with me. I think it's not. You shouldn't feel bad.
I wonder how that felt, Mr. WoW over there. We should play WoW together. Got me addicted and then left me to my addiction.
Yeah.
That's what drug dealers do, Dave. They get you addicted and then they leave you.
My bad. My bad on that one, bro. But Borderlands 2 VR is the new hotness.
Yeah, you were very excited. You texted this to Mark and I.
So Borderlands 2 was first dropped in 2012. We're getting Borderlands 2 VR now for the PlayStation, and I want to love it. But at the same time, I hear the word Borderlands, and I expect the number 3 to be the next thing I hear.
You don't want VR?
And when I hear the words VR, I go, why not 3? Why is 3 not here? Where's 3 at? When will we get 3? Like, I'm sorry, I'm a pretty big fanboy of Borderlands. I love the storytelling. I love the art. I think it was pretty fantastic. And they made the gun loot just system, it's addictive. It's very fun. And instead of 3, we get VR, which after the initial anger goes down, I start watching some of the gameplay and I'm like, looks like pretty much fun. I don't own a PlayStation Move, but now I might just have to get one. Now I might have to go into the VR world and the PlayStation.
Here's the thing I want to ask you. And there's a report from Game Rant that I'm looking at that says Borderlands 3 to release in 2019.
Right.
How true those are, we'll never know.
We're hoping.
I wanted to ask you this before we looked at the VR one.
Yeah.
Do you think they didn't come out with Borderlands 3 yet? Because it's almost a similar question to where I heard it asked about next year's Call of Duty game. Is Borderlands 3 going to be a next-gen game? Is it going to be Gearbox's next-gen game and they're waiting for that? They're waiting to release Borderlands with the next-gen consoles.
I don't know. I mean, if we get... The question is, like, what is the next-gen console going to be? Because we heard talks about that this week, and it was like, well...
PlayStation's like, hey, we're doing something. We don't know if it's going to be PlayStation 5. We don't know when it'll come out.
Yeah, because we've already got...
I'm sorry. How he said it was, it's necessary.
Necessary. Well, the problem
Next gen is necessary.
They dropped the PlayStation 4 Pro, and then Xbox One X came out, and they were all like, guess what? We're better than you. And now PlayStation's like, well, shit. We're not the king of the console. Well, we're not king of the specs right now.
And it's also funny how the quote about the next gen from Sony comes days after Microsoft is like, oh, Project X.
Yep.
This is
it's
what this is.
Our new mystery thing.
Yeah. And Sony's like, oh, well, we've got this in our pocket. Let's throw this out.
Right. So I don't know. I don't know if it will be a next gen platform. I think it's going to be the last of the 4 and the 4 Pro and whatever else we're going to call it. Like, I don't know if the 5 is going to be a massive jump. Maybe it is. Maybe it'll be great. Maybe we'll put, 10, just absolutely ridiculous specs into a new PlayStation console. But what I do know is that it's one of the most awaited for games, and it has a really devout fan following, which is why I know that Borderlands 2, the only thing that I get a little annoyed at is, it's like, are we Skyrim in this game now? Like, we're just squeezing every fucking penny out of this game. Like, I get it. We love Borderlands. We're probably going to buy the VR one if we can, I think it's going to sell okay.
The coolest is when you can turn the guns like this.
The fact that you get to control the guns. Like, being a gunzerker in that game, having 2 guns to aim independently, looks so good. Yeah, I mean, it's going to depend on a lot of things. But I think I'm probably going to waste some money on this game. That's one of those things where, I don't want to buy it, but it looks good. It looks what do you think? Because you never went hardcore on Borderlands.
Well, it's not even that. It's I'm not going to be a VR. I'm not buying the VR.
You're anti-VR.
It's not that I'm anti-VR. I'm I'm not going to spend the money on it because for me, I'd be spending the money on VR just for this title. And I know people are going to say, but Ricky, you can buy... You've talked in the past in this podcast about Tetris Effect. That's going to be amazing in VR.
Super hot.
And it's super hot too. And there are VR games. There's a... Oh, what's it called? It's by freaking the creators of... By Roiland, who did Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
Which is a funny game. There's another one where it's you're a James Bond type agent. And it's like one of the levels I saw, you're in a car, in a plane, you have to get it out of the plane, and you got to hotwire stuff, and you do this, you die, and you got to stop booby traps. There's cool stuff, but it's I'm not going to buy VR just for Borderlands, for a game that I've already played. You know what I'm saying? Borderlands 2, unless they're going to change something up in it.
Yeah.
Different story, but then it comes to your debate of, where's Borderlands 3 then? If you're going to give me a new story or added story, why not just give me Borderlands 3?
It's not added story. That's the thing.
Yeah.
It's even less functionality because it's supposed to be single player only.
Yeah.
But because they give you single player only, they're going to do...
Can they even do multiplayer on the VR though?
Yeah. They can, just not for this. So this, according to this, it's a single player only game. I'm reading from IGN's article. Yeah. Single player only game, but they're introducing the new BAMF mode because badass mega fun time system slows down time temporarily to let players set up their next attack. So they're tweaking gameplay to make VR more fun and more functional. And I think that's probably a smart move. But honestly, I really want to see the ability to control the guns. Like, that's the thing. For me, it's like, guns. Give me two guns. Let me do this. And
I
shoot
even
in
asked
freaking
you,
circles.
the hunter character, how he's got a blade.
Yeah.
How cool is that going to look in VR? Where
Mordecai,
actually, like,
right?
I think that was it.
Yeah.
If you could actually swing the blade in VR and actually like control where the blade goes, where it's not just here's your press the button, here's your animation.
Yeah. I'm hoping it's going to be good. I really, really want it to be good. Zero the assassin.
Okay.
Because Mordecai was from 1.
Yeah.
That's who I was thinking.
He's the one with the hawk.
Yeah. So this is Zero the assassin. But yeah, no, like, it looks great.
Were you Zero in Borderlands 2? Because I know you were Malachi.
I've played Mordecai. I've played a lot of different characters. I don't know which one I played with you as. Like, I bounced around. I think I've done playthroughs on everyone but Axton. I feel like I played everyone but Axton all the way through.
I think Axton was mine. Because I know...
Just boring to me.
I know
in
the first one, I was rolling.
Right.
Because I remember not Sean Anderson, our non-podcast friend, Sean.
Yep.
He was like, dude, Roland, he gets his own scorpion turret, and like you upgrade that, and you get like a wall that you can hide around. And I'm like, screw it, I'm in. Like, that's cool to me.
Does all the work for you.
Exactly. It was the easiest gameplay ever.
Until you got Gage.
Yeah.
And then Gage had a freaking mercenary, not mercenary, a giant killing robot. Yeah. Which had one of the coolest things in the game was building up her combo. And so it was just dealing infinitely more and more damage. God, I love Gage. So much fun. Krieg was tough to play through. Honestly, I didn't vibe well with the Psycho, but
yeah, I was Axton.
Like, it was fun to try.
I was Axton then in 2 because I remember it's like, oh, he's similar to the soldier. All right, I'm gonna go with him.
Could I talk you into playing some Borderlands again? Maybe the pre-sequel. Maybe not this one.
You could. Okay. Like, I'm not against Borderlands. Okay. I'm not like, oh my god, that game is horrible. I have fun. I like the humor in it. Yeah. I like the style of it. Borderlands to me was just a game where after I got through the story, it was like, all right, this game's done. There was nothing.
You didn't play for endgame.
Yeah. There wasn't like, and for Borderlands 1, I didn't even know there was like kind of an end game. It was just like, all right, game's over. We got to the vault, or what the vault was with the monster. Like,
the first playthrough is not true endgame. That's the thing.
Yeah, I mean, but at that time, I was just like, it wasn't like... At Borderlands 1, I didn't have anyone there because you weren't even into Borderlands.
I was playing Borderlands 1, but I was playing on PC.
Yeah, but not as heavily as you are now, right?
Probably not. But I mean, I was playing on PC. I wasn't going to play it on PS.
Yeah. So. Where I was like, because that was at the time when we were still in high school, I believe. And I was playing with my friend Matt. Yeah. And we played on PS3.
That makes sense. But no, I think Borderlands VR is... It's
cool.
It's like, a cool idea.
If I had VR, I would get it.
I don't know that everyone who loves Borderlands is going to buy VR for it. I think it's...
Because I know I'm one that I wouldn't.
I think something that makes the game fun is the multiplayer. Like, it's one of the most successful things about Borderlands in my mind is the ease of fun in multiplayer.
And the accessibility of it. Of like, I can just jump it.
Jump in, continue the story.
If you're a solo guy, hey, I'm just going to open mine up to public so people can jump in. And if you're on your own, hey, I'm going to jump into this group and play with these guys.
I didn't mind leeches in that game too much either. Like, most people were competent enough, you know? So I liked it. I just don't think this one is going to garner nearly the amount of attention, you know? But I think people are just disappointed. We want Borderlands 3, damn it. Give us Borderlands 3. Why don't we have
I want it
3?
now.
I don't understand why I'm not playing Borderlands 3. That's pretty much my big... I'm going to stand on my mountain and scream at anyone who will listen at this point. But...
Yeah, we were... Let's see. North America. We were sophomores in college.
Yikes. I was doing a lot of things.
October 20th, 2009.
Yeah.
Jeez, 11 years ago.
Yep.
It's going to be 11 years ago in like... What, 9 days? Next Saturday will be the 11-year anniversary
No, not 11. 2009 to 2018.
9 years. I was going the wrong way.
Yeah.
9 years.
Thank you.
Not 11.
I'm not that old yet. We're old, but we're not that old yet.
Almost a decade.
Yikes.
Almost a decade since Borderlands 1.
Yikes. What a great game. What a great style. Look, it's going to be successful. It's just not a game that is going to force people into buying VR. I think we can agree on that. Like I'm even hesitant as someone who really is into Borderlands. I'm going to wait for people to play this and review it.
Yeah. Before Dave drops the VR
I would love to give you guys the
set.
review. If anyone had a VR in our group, I would borrow it for this game.
Yeah.
But no one has one. I'm not going to spend the money on it if it's not going to play through to my expectations. But I feel like it's just a stopgap. And I'm getting a little concerned because I want Borderlands 3, and I'm sorry, I keep saying it. But I'm now getting concerned, like you said, is it going to be on the shelf now for the PlayStation Net, whatever the next is?
And the reason why I even asked that too is there was an article put out, who was it by? It was by segmentnext.com, where they looked into the Call of Duty game for next year, 2019.
Yeah.
Has job postings for next-gen developers. So people are already talking about, is COD 19 going to be PlayStation 5, Xbox Scarlet? Where it's like, it's on that next gen, and we could already see it in October of 2019.
Which would be glorious.
Which I hope not. Please give me 2020 so I can get like, if I can get 2 years out of my PlayStation Pro, then all right, I spent good money on it.
You do you. I hope it drops next year. I hope it drops next year.
Otherwise, the Spider-Man PlayStation Pro is going in a case.
You just shine it up real nice and mount it on a wall.
Dude, that thing looks slick.
That's why you got to mount it. It's so cool. I wouldn't regret that purchase if I were you.
Right now, I'm playing it, which is great. I still haven't thrown the box away. Like the outside of the box with like the Spider-Man picture on it and stuff. Still have. I'm going to fucking put that somewhere because it's just beautiful.
Yeah, no, absolutely. 2019 October.
Because that's when Call of Duty comes out.
That's the annual release of Call of Duty. It's October, November season. It's always right before my birthday, which is wonderful. I don't know if I could wait that long. Borderlands
for Borderlands 3.
I've been waiting this long. Like I feel bad because like I sound
Dave's
complaining,
like, give it to me on this.
But
gen.
like on the other hand, like your Kingdom Hearts and like it's like good fucking luck, kid. Like that's my opinion about Kingdom Hearts.
if next gen was rumored to come out in 2019, I probably wouldn't buy Kingdom Hearts on release date. I would wait until next gen.
But it's not going to be like they're going to upscale it at some point. But I mean,
part of me would feel like
PlayStation 4 Pro.
I'm gonna get it on release date.
Don't lie to the real MVPers out here.
Just like here's the one thing I was thinking in my head. The Switch.
Yeah.
So I am confirmed that I am going to get a Switch to get Super Smash Bros.
Okay.
Here's the thing I was thinking. Why buy a Switch now when the Switch that they've said they're going to come out with in 2019
yes, sir,
is just it's basically going to be the PS Pro of the Switches.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, why buy a Switch now?
Because it's basically the Vita, I think, right? Versus the PS4 Pro.
Yeah.
Whatever the equivalent is.
It's going to be higher display.
Spec. Yep.
It's going to be a better model. Why not wait for that one?
Yep.
Then get because I already have it. If I buy it now, I'm going to get the Super Smash Bros. Bundle that has the Switch that's decked out like Super Smash Bros. And I get the download code to download it the day it releases or the day before it releases.
Right. I don't know. That's a tough one.
I would basically get it just because it looks like Super Smash Bros.
Would you buy an entire Switch just for that game?
I am. I'm going to buy a Switch for that game. It's just, am I going to wait till 2019 to get the better Switch that they'll come out with?
Well, when do they have a rumor date for that yet?
It's going to 2019. It's basically.
Yeah, I said a rumor date, not year.
They like March, April.
Okay, so we're talking end of Q1 to Q2.
Because this is not like Nintendo is not like next gen.
Nintendo doing their own thing.
They know what they've got.
I love them for it.
And like they're just upping the specs on it, making it kind of like what PlayStation did with the 4 to the 4 Pro
and Xbox, the Xbox One X.
Because I was reading into it and I'm like, if it's just a better display, why not just wait for it? Wait, get the better one, and then get Super Smash.
I mean, how much do you want to play Super Smash,
Dude.
bro?
Like, Super Smash, it's going to be amazing.
Super Smash Bro. Yeah, it's a tough one. I think Super Smash Bros. Is one of the best party games of all time. So
Could you imagine us getting together and just playing Super Smash?
Yes.
Dave's like, let's do it.
The unfortunate problem is, like, we're gonna try to podcast. Like, we'll try to record the show, and we're just gonna be playing Super Smash Bros. Like,
I would love to do. So I'm gonna live on the show today. A brainchild of mine. It's not really a brainchild. Okay. It's something that. So a channel that I watch, Kind of Funny.
Yeah.
They do this.
Yeah.
And obviously we wouldn't call it the same. I don't know what we'd call it, but I just love the general idea.
Yep.
They have a weekly, like it comes out Wednesdays, where it's just the four of them play a game. Like whether it be Nidhogg or whether it be Super Smash. There was one where they did WWE for something.
Yeah.
And they just play these random games, party style games. And it's just like 20, 30-minute episode. They play these games. There was one where they were playing the what's that one? Not The Division. Shoot. It's the one where like you're on a team and there's terrorists that come and kill you. Now I'm gonna blank on the name.
Like
it's
50
not,
of those.
It's not Tom Clancy. It came out recently. It was like a last year game.
Okay.
Comment section me, but it's not. It could be Rainbow Six Siege. That's what it is. Rainbow Six Siege.
Yeah.
But I would love to do that. Like, get a couple of us together, like me, you, Johnny, Mark. If we're playing like the show or something, or we're playing like a sports style
me,
game.
you, Johnny, and Mark.
No.
show.
That's the regular. I said if we're gonna play like the show, then it's like Brandon, Sean are in there.
Yeah.
But if it's like Super Smash or something, obviously me, you, Johnny, and Mark.
Games are actually
ones.
fun.
It's like just playing it, recording it, and then splicing it together
Sorry, I'm
to
a sports
make
game
a show.
hater.
Yeah.
Same game every year.
Well, that's what it is.
That's what it is. I agree. I think we should get in some actual gaming on this gaming podcast.
And the Switch is perfect. Switch is just like, hey, party.
Yep.
Have a party. Like, I hear the new
Rick, you guys
Mario
start hosting
Party?
parties now that you get a Switch?
I hear that the new Mario Party is probably the best Mario Party. Like, I read an article where it said it's the best Mario Party ever.
Ricky's gonna start hosting parties at his pad. Nintendo Switch parties. Come over, bring your own nunchucks.
Switch party. Bring your own chucks.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Not the shoes.
Not
We're
the shoes.
actual chucks.
Not the actual shoes. But I think that just about wraps it up for this week for Too Old to Game.
I'm trying to think. Is there anything that we missed?
No, sir, Bob.
The last thing I want to mention. This is real short.
Absolutely.
I'm probably gonna play Overwatch a lot. Like, I might hit pause on Odyssey to play some Overwatch just to get the
Halloween event.
Just to get the Pharah skin because it is baller.
I know two people have dropped $50 for the it's the 50 for 50, right?
40 for 50.
Yeah,
I think.
they did that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they went through,
I usually do that because it's like, it's $40.
Yeah, I'm probably coming back to Overwatch again. I had to take a week off because of real life shit.
Like, man,
but
I saw that trailer and I was like, that Pharah skin, that's how you get me in.
Yeah.
You give me something with Pharah. And then you told me one of the emotes is her.
Yeah, she got the head under the shoulder
head.
with. She goes Headless Horseman.
Oh.
That looks pretty dope. Looks pretty dope. Yeah, sorry. Burp down.
Dave got a little burp on
I've been
there.
burping all the fucking show. Burping and yawning. Very professional around here. But I agree. Overwatch is dope. Halloween event, again, I love Junken. Are they bringing back the Junkenstein event?
I hope so.
I haven't played, and I know it's been out for 2 days.
I hope they change it up like they did last year. Like,
Yeah.
they added... First year was like, hey, this is it. And then last year was like, hey, you can do it like we did last year, or you can do any character.
Yeah, you can do your own crew.
Mosh posh of characters.
Yep. Mosh posh. I don't think I've ever heard the mosh posh.
I would love if they did like a unique story. Like, hey, here's chapter 2. Or here's another part.
It's out. We could find out like literally seconds from now.
True.
We're literally just lazy and haven't played it, and I'm not looking up. Ricky's gonna do it, so I'm gonna stall for time.
Junkenstein's Revenge 2018.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Ricky's gonna look that up. I'm gonna tell you more about my natural love for Overwatch. Like I got back into it. We have another group of friends who plays, and honestly, my take is that there should not be constant nerfing and buffing of characters as dramatic as there is right now. I think small tweaks is good, but they've done a couple overwhelming ones. That's like, all right, you missed twice on the small tweaks, and they just hit him over the head with a baseball bat, and that's your solution, really?
So with skins, we've got Enchanted Armor Farah.
Yeah.
Yes. Jack-o'-lantern Wrecking Ball.
Yeah, that looks amazing.
Undead McCree.
Meh.
Spider Widowmaker.
Of course.
Banshee Moira. The Bride of Frankenstein Sombra.
Yeah.
Slasher Soldier 76.
Yeah. Copyright reasons.
And then we also have the Swamp Monster Doomfist.
Yeah.
As for there's going to be a Halloween theme of the Chateau for free-for-all and stuff.
Nice.
And then the additions of Tracer and Brigitte in Junkenstein's Revenge PvE mode. So now you can play as Tracer or Brigitte.
I hate how you say her name.
Isn't that how you say it?
I hate how you say her name.
Brigitte. Just like you say May's name wrong.
May's my bae.
Yeah. Well,
but it's Mai.
You just say Mai.
I know.
Like a ton.
I know. It's hard to not say Mai.
How did you say May?
No, it's Mai.
Because May is bae.
God, I hate that fucking line. It's so catchy, though. But that will wrap it up for this week of Too Old to Game.
Now I'm just looking at pictures of the Overwatch stuff.
Thank you so much for joining us. Maybe Ricky will toss some pictures up in the description down below. You can check out all the details on Overwatch. We ran through Borderlands 2 and Assassin's Creed Odyssey today. I think it was a fantastic show. If you agree or disagree, you can leave a comment down below. You can hit us up on iTunes, rate this episode, or if you want to be the real MVP out there, you can hit us up on Patreon. Support us. Let us keep doing what we love to do and talk to you guys and talk about games and stuff and game-related stuff. Thank you so much for listening. Good night.